Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and I've just recorded an intro and it didn't record, so I'm back. And yeah, I've just created a bloom before we started the episode, and I was just pointing out that the Joe Shrapnel said to me, the Udemy mod that you're running, you have to enable most of those features in the config. For some reason, they're disabled by default. So the ability to, for example, go and get a glass of milk, disabled by default. The ability to, let me go in here and just grab my hammer, and thankfully I've still got a couple of these left, to take these 35, the heavy, rich ones, and to break them down is now working. It's all good stuff. So thank you very much for that. It does baffle me. Oh, we need you, and we are going to stick you in here, and hopefully we are going to make this a rod. Yeah, that looks like the one, and it's just a hammer job. So no, no, no. Get there eventually. There, copper rod. Now I don't know whether you can do anything with that. No, I think that is just a case of combining it there. The bloom, you'll notice these things are now, I've got temperature gauges on them, so we can work with those. And you've got the temperature gauge, you've got a visual representation. We are going to refine that, and it is again another hammer job. And then we are going to split it, which is, no, back down a bit, up, and that should be, yeah, a whole buttload of these. So we'll pop most of those in there. We'll stick you. I think you are still workable, so we're going to refine it. No. No. There we go. There, one ingot worth. So yeah, I've got all this to do. Now this copper rod, I believe, if I do, no, what am I doing wrong here then? That is a copper ice saw blade. Now how the hell do you make that then? This is what I'm after making, a copper ice saw. And I've just made the wrong thing, which is annoying. I'm going to go and double check that. This is from the Cellar's add-on, if you didn't realise, and I'll get another piece of copper going. Damn it! Right, well, see. Okay, the answer was, as usual, simple. It needs to be a double ingot. I've done all the iron now. I made a shovel and a hammer, so when that breaks, which is not far off, we have a new hammer for the forge. I've obviously got all iron tools now, which is very nice. No armour yet, metal armour. I don't know at what point we'll do this. So we are making the ice saw, and it is, let me, that, bang, got it that time. I'm getting good at this forging lark. It is painful at times, it has to be said. But combine the usual thing for a tool, combine that with that, and we will get a copper ice saw. Now I've got a whole bunch of food, I've got a boat, and I've got another boat's worth of planks. So we are going to need to head north. The Cellars mod is a fairly simple set of add-ons. There is cellar wall, ice bunker. Now that's the bit we need ice for. We make cellar wall, and you make cellar shelf, and you can get ice from the Cellars mod. Oh, and you need to make a cellar door as well. You need to make 2 of those. And it's I think it's a 7x7x4 off the top of my head. Now I've got my things. Is there anything I don't want on me? Let's just... We don't really need those. We sure as hell don't need... Actually, I will take the hammer. I'm going to actually leave these old tools behind as well, I think. Or at least some of them. Because it does kind of seem counterproductive. I've got some pine, that will do me. Make another rack. And we'll take you up there, and we'll get rid of you, and we'll get rid of you. Oops, sorry. Sorry, sword, I did not mean to knock you down. Please do excuse me. I'll keep the hammer, and I'll keep the knife. I think we are pretty much... I'll keep the ladders, because ladders are always useful. And we need to head north. Because at this climate, even in January, the sea isn't freezing. We need ice. And the only place we're going to get that is in a colder area of the map. So we're going to go for a little wander. But I thought the Cellars mod would be an ideal add-on, given that we've moved to a southern climate, and you know, keeping food fresh is a lot more problematic here than it ever was. Now this stuff I think was Galliana, or I can't remember what it was now, and the Udary mod gives us the means to electrolyze, yeah, this is called electrolysis, it's silver and nickel we can get out of Galliana and something else. I can't remember. There's another one of the useless ores, and with that it's no longer useless. You can see the sugar cane there is dying, so it is getting colder, and we just need to get this. Come on, load in, world. We need to get up as far as we can and find some ice and collect a whole metric crap ton of it. And once we've got that, I don't know how it doesn't melt when we bring it back into the warm climate, but you know, I am not going to. Hello, Moo Cow. You're safe, don't worry. I do not wish to kill you today. Yeah, once we get back to the warmer climates, you would have expected it just to melt straight back, but obviously it's Minecraft logic. You really can't complain. It's actually, as far as food, hello, we shall have you a few squashes. The thing is, at this climate, I think it would be very, very hard to starve to death. I really do, because there's just so much food around all year round. It's good. I like it. But then I suppose if you actually look at the the origins of life kind of thing, and look where we all started out from, and if you assume that the humans were born in the cradle of Africa, as we are told by many sciencey type people, then yeah, it would make sense. The warmer climates are naturally better suited to supporting life all year round, and it's only really the modern time, as we've got into agriculture and things, that we've expanded our ability to survive in different climates. So yeah, kind of makes a sense of sorts. I've got to keep my eyes open just in case there's anything wanting to eat my face. I'm sure I saw food over there as well. Do I really need to go and grab that? Pardon me, a little bit of wind there. Oh, be wrong not to, wouldn't it? I may have to leave some stuff behind if I do my usual gathering trick and get too much. But yeah, so I'm going to continue heading north. It's probably going to take me a while, or at least until we start seeing frozen seas. We don't really need to go any further north than that. And I will be back with you when we have seen our first ice. I'll also top up my water while we're here. So back. Well, we're here at about 9,500 negative. Journey map wise, we are, where are we? We are centered here. So we've sailed up the coast, come along here, and then that's where we set off from. So we've come a fair distance north, good few thousand blocks, and more importantly, we're freezing. The ice is lovely and cold, so I'm guessing ice, heavy and very small, and that we just need to grab a load of this. Now, how do you stack 16 at a guess? If I was going to guess at any, but yeah, I'm going to grab a load of this because obviously it's a pain to come and collect otherwise, and obviously we're getting on towards night time, so I better munch a carrot and get. Oh, what did I just do then? Did I just manage to? Thank you. Give me my boat back. Right, let's munch a carrot. Sleep. I'm going to grab as much ice as I can carry and head back. To be honest, nothing really interesting happening on the way over. It was pretty, sedate. But things are melting. You can see the snow's melting, so I do need to grab as much of this as I can while I can. So once I've grabbed that, I will see you back at home. Okay, well I got back. I paused for a snack on the way back and also to increase my butchery skill a little bit. I'm just going to dump off some of this stuff. You will not go in there, will you, of course, because you are a tool. So yeah, I came back by boat. I mean, seriously, boat is about the best way to travel in TerraFirmaCraft. It's actually not completely bugged out for once, which is always a plus. So we got the ice. Now, what we are going to need to make this cellar is quite a lot of materials and quite a lot of digging. Because, of course, gravity and blocks and all this kind of stuff. So what we need is one of these for starters. Now, that's simple. That's wooden planks. So we take where are we? We'll take, what was it? 4? Yeah, we'll take those. That uses those up neatly. Take 2 of those, and that will do that. The ice bunker. We also need an absolute buttload of this stuff. Cellar wall. I'd have to work out exactly how much we need. So we're going to need clay and we're going to need straw. Now, straw we've got a fair bit of, and clay we've got a fair bit of, and planks we should also have a fair bit of. So let me go and double check the structure we need to build. I'm going to start excavating because it's going to be down here, and it's going to be, as I say, be a 7x7x4 centered on, well, where do we want to do it? I'll have a think about it, and I'll get some digging done, and I'll be back with you. Okay, I've dug a big hole. It's a very big hole. It's 9x9, and I need now to make, it's a bit dangerous around here now, but yeah, we need to start making the cellar walls, which are planks, straw, and clay. So grab me saw, and let me just have a look, see what I have got in the way of planks kicking around, doing nothing useful. Any? Well, there's some there. I need to divest myself of a few things as well, don't I? Because I'm completely snidered out with stuff here. I've been doing solid blocks getting the drops. That seemed to be potentially a wise move. So we can do... Right, where are we? Let's get this going. I know I've not got enough to do... Yeah, I've only got enough to do one block here, I think. But that's fine, because I have got a saw and I have got a whole bunch of pine as well. So we should be able to do that, that, and that. Gives us 16. We are going to need more than that for definite, so let me grab those and let me grab that, and I'm probably going to have to go and harvest some of this as well, I think, because I don't think we're going to get, well, I'm going to need more wood for starters, but we can at least get the basics started. So the first thing you need to do for this is in the slap bang in the middle, so 1, 2, 3, 4, there, we place the ice bunker. So that is, we can put ice in there and it chills the place. And then we have our cellar wall, and that basically is going to go around here and fill the entire floor. Now you can see I am going to need a fair amount of resources. It's then going to go up too high, and then we're going to have this layer is going to be cellar wall as well, and there will be in this wall here an airlock made out of these cellar doors. So yeah, we've got our work cut out. I'm probably going to need to go and harvest a lot of clay. I'm certainly going to need to cut a lot of grass, and I need to go and grab some more logs and get those going. So this is going to be a fairly big project, probably, just fairly big. Alright, maybe quite big, but we should be able to get a bunch of these made up. As I say, I'm going to need more materials of the other types, but that's another 18 blocks, so I'm trying to think what that's going to be. 9, 7, well, it's going to be 9 by 9. A lot. It's going to be lots, plus lots, times lots, really. But I think it's going to be worth it. I hope it's going to be worth it. I'd hate to think that it wasn't worth it. So yeah, I've got a lot to do. I'm going to go and do more resource gathering. I'm going to do more clay gathering, get some more wood, continue building this up, and as I say, I've kept plenty of this raw andesite so I can rebuild up this frontage here and make it look nice, really, rather than just, you know, and then we'll refill this all in, put some grass over the top, dirt over the top, let the grass grow, and the world will be good and happy. But it's going to take a while, so I shall see you in a little. Alright, well, I've been out for clay twice, I've been out for straw lots, and I have got the main structure of this place built. So this is going to be the entrance here. What I will probably do is fill this in and migrate some of this facade across here if I can. And this is not right. Oh, bum. Bum, 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 bum. This is supposed to be 7 by 7, and of course, it's not. Baggeration. I need to go back one or forward this way. One might be easier, actually. So I'm going to need to... that is annoying, to say the least. So yeah, cock up already. So what you're aiming to do is a 9x9 with solid walls of this all the way around, 4 deep. Not as I've done a 9x8. And yeah, I will be back in a little while. It means I need to make yet more of this stuff. Hopefully I've got enough clay and things. Unfortunately, this stuff is also pretty tough to break, so you really don't want to be having to demolish this once you've built it. It's not good, I'll say that much for it. So that's going to have to be there, 3, and there, yeah. Gonna have to bring that. Well, does that? That's probably. I wonder whether this actually. Let's get rid of you. We'll pop that in there. Whether you... Oh, it's much faster. Yeah, it's it's wood. It's not, well, it's classed as wood anyway. So yeah, I've got to just make a few more. Expand this out this way a little, but not the end of the world. Could have been a lot worse. Well, it could still be a lot worse. It might not work, in which case I shall cry. Now the door doesn't have to be central. That's another thing worth noting. So, you know, you can... I may actually put the door, say, here. If I were to do it like that, and then I can bring the cliff face in properly this way. So yeah, I need to make some more, and once I've got that done, I shall be... Okay. Yeah, we're done. We got the room done then. So this is your room. Now, the items you're going to need in here include cellar shelves, which are... was it an H? It was. Well, first things first, you need cellar doors. So we're going to need 2 of those. So 1 and 2, and I think it was that. Yes. So you take 2 of those, and you... oh. What you do is you run for your life up and sleep the night off before something comes along that needs your face. Always a plus point first, because having your face eaten often offends. This cheese is brilliant food. It's definitely well worthwhile getting because it just lasts forever. So yeah, we're going to be making a bunch of those cellar shelves. Oh, well, let me just... I'm kind of varying up my food here, but not making meals, if that makes sense, because yeah, I'm just idle when it comes to doing things like that. And also when it comes to finding the correct path down, apparently, as well. So you've got a door here, and then you need another one here, and that's your structure. You're then having your cellar shelves. So the only items that can be in here are these cellar shelves where you can put your food. Now this has got a decay of, obviously a decay level on it. I need to get a few more of those cellar shelves going and bring some ice down. That's the other thing. So no, not quite. I'm 1 plank shy. Right, I need to go and just grab some wood from around off the log pile, or chop a tree down, whichever is appropriate. What's the month? Because it's February. It just feels very pleasant. The fruit trees look particularly vibrant today. We'll take those. Oh. And we'll take that back, and we'll have that pine log. And we'll have those. Oh my god, my wood pile has really shrunk. We need to saw those, and that, and those. And then we can go and make a whole bunch of these. Because why would you not? We got the wood. Let's make the storage for it. Now, my only concern with this entire setup, 3, 4, 5, not enough, is the fact that it's a dark room. So in theory, potentially, mobs can spawn. I know it's a safe area. We should be good. I'm going to take 2. I'll take 2 stacks of ice for now. And obviously, I need to cover all of this up and make this pretty as well. Put my land back together, so to speak. So we whack that in, and we put ice in there. That will, in theory, keep this thing cool. And then we can run shelves there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good start. Have I got a knife? No, but I've got rocks, so that's fine. If you've got rocks, you've always got knives. It is actually after night that I love the flint knapping facility in this. So you are now fresh. You're not very big actually, but you're fresh. It doesn't render anything in it, which is a shame. Right, let's do some trimming. Trim the fat off, the decay off that, and off that, and off those. I mean, these are not particularly good samples of food to be putting in here, but they'll do, just to test it. So these are all decay free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that now. I'm going to shut up shop. It's a shame there's no window in that either, which is a bit nasty. A bit of a nasty thing to do to me. And I need to now cover this over with a variety of things. We've got lots of dirt. We've got lots and lots of this rock. We've got plenty of this stuff going on. So I'm going to start filling this in, and I'll be back once we've brought this back to a semblance of looking nice, and we can see what the decay's been like, because it should be slowed down if that's right, and hopefully the ice, it lasts a reasonable length of time, because we're not in a good place to go and get more, shall we say. So yeah, anyway, I will get on with that, and I'll be back in a little while. Okay, slight cock up on my part. I misread the instructions slightly. Only ever so slightly. The airlock door that you have to put in here actually has to project out, so I've moved the door across one, and hang on, let's do this right. I've just been and grabbed some timber so we can make the remaining blocks that we need. How many actually do we need? I don't want to make more than I need. So I need 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's about it. So if I do that and that should give me 8. And then another one should give me 9, and hopefully now need to fill that back in again, unfortunately, but we end up with that, which means I need to put some more dressing around here, and then you have a door here and a door here. And if this is complete, Cellar is not chilled or is not complete yet, but I've got the ice in there, but presumably we need to leave that to chill now. But that gives you the, I suppose for want of a better word, the airlock. Need a little bit more of that rock. I have filled in most of this, I just need to refill this lot, and hopefully that didn't collapse out anywhere or do anything odd. So hopefully this is right now. It's going to take a little while to check out, I think, because we need it to obviously do its thing. I've moved all of this. It's all pretty, and we can probably get away with some of that going on. Let's just give it a quick check again. It's freezing in here, right? So now this decay should slow down, and it apparently consumes 1 ice block every few days. So we've got enough for about a third of a year in there. If it was 1 per day, it's every few days apparently. So that is the cellar. We can harvest crops, put them in there, and obviously we can still pickle and do all the other good stuff. But hopefully that will sort out my food preservation problem that I'm having, you know, with the fact that I am living in a tropical climate. Oh, that's nearly dead. That's not, but that is. I'm going to eat that. There's not much left. A bit of grain does you good, doesn't it? So yeah, that's I think a pretty good and a pretty good start to our more permanent home. I've left this structure in place now. These walls are in, but you know, in fact I should pick out these bits of crap that I threw in here. I may do something with this, may not, but I couldn't see the point of ripping it out. But what we can do now, of course, is go and, say, harvest stuff and put it straight into the cold room. And, well, we're February now, so let's, let's just harvest the tomatoes. Stack and stack. So 127 ounces of tomatoes. Let us go and put these straight into the cold room. I'll keep my eye on them over the next few days of, you know, between play and let me just close that. The cellar is chilly. It's probably because I've been in and out with the doors. But in fact, let's put this in there. So close it up and leave it to do its thing, and let the grass grow back. So next episode I think I want to try and get my house, my actual permanent house built. Possibly a pickle shed somewhere around the place, and so we can get a whole load of barrels of you know, beer and vinegar going, brine, and really get the food preservation thing going. And then when we come to plant next year's crops and maybe butcher a few animals, of course, you know, we are at 2nd of March, and these girls are not due until the 7th of August, so it's going to be a while before we get any baby moo cows. But yeah, progress. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and do check out the Udemy mod. It is it adds a lot of things that are potentially, you know, have been missing or may have been missing. You may not like it, you may, but it's certainly worth a look. And until next time, bye for now.